Today I'm going to show you how to make a super healthy tea bread. This recipe has no fat in it whatsoever, and it really is like having a piece of cake, so it's going to be great for New Year's dieters. There is a bit of preparation involved. You need to get 750 grams of mixed fruit, and you can just use any inexpensive brand. I've just used the Asda's lowest price brand of mixed fruit. But what you need to do is you need to overnight place it into a bowl and add in, boil a cup of tea, which is about 500 mils of tea. I put about 4 tea bags in and let it stew, and then just place all of the tea, take the tea bags out and place the tea all over the fruit and just let it sit in the tea overnight in order for the fruit to swell and to absorb all the flavour of the tea, because that's what you want, a nice flavoured tea bread. So this, what I've done here in Blue Peter style, I've prepared earlier, and this has gone overnight, and this recipe is enough to make 2 loaves. So you need to have 2 loaf pans. If you don't, just reduce everything by half of what I say to put in, and then you'll just have 1 loaf. I just don't like putting the oven on and making 1 loaf. I'd rather make 2, and then they last about 2 weeks in an airtight container, and they're actually better the longer that you do leave them. If you leave them a week and then start eating it, it's actually better. They're very easy to freeze as well. You can freeze them, and then you can have this any time that you want a piece of cake. You just defrost them, take them out of the freezer at room temperature until it's defrosted, and then you've got healthy cake to eat. So I'll show you what to do next. So the following day, when you decide that you're going to make your tea bread, you need to add into this fruit. You just place it all into the bowl. It's really simple. 500 grams of plain flour. All these ingredients will be in the information box below, and I'll convert them to ounces. 250 grams of dark sugar, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, 1 teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda, 2 eggs, and 1 teaspoon of mixed spice, or you could use cloves if you wanted to. So you just place all of those ingredients into the bowl and whisk it together, and then I'll be back to show you what that looks like. So once you've mixed all the ingredients together, this is the cake batter that you're going to get. It's that simple. Add the ingredients that I showed you into the fruit and combine with an electric mixer for about 4 minutes. Just make sure it's all well combined. You needed to have preheated your oven to 160 Celsius or 325 degrees Fahrenheit. These are going to bake for about an hour, so they bake quite slowly and you don't want them to burn. And you need to line 2 loaf pans. Now I love these loaf tin liners that you can buy. They're very easy to just put in there, but you could use a silicone loaf pan like this one, and they're non-stick. You could also just butter it and flour it if you wanted to ensure that it's not going to stick, but I like to use these for an easy clean up, and because I'm lazy. And these, you just divide the mixture equally between the 2 loaf pans, and then it goes into the oven as directed, the temperature. And I'll be back to show you just before they go in the oven what they look like in the cake pans. Here's the cake mixture when it's in the loaf pans, just about to go in the oven, and like I said, about an hour's cooking. Put a toothpick in the middle, and I'll be checking these from about 50 minutes onwards, but I'll let you know exactly how long they cook. My tea loaves are done. These were the 2 that I showed you, and then I also baked a further 2 because I'd actually made enough fruit to make 4. So I did 4 all in one go because I need these for a family occasion, and this is what they look like when they come out of the oven. And you just need to let them rest in the tin for about an hour and then cool them completely on a wire rack. Once they've cooled, I'll cut one so you can see the texture inside. The tea breads have been cooling on a wire rack, and I've cut into one of them so I can show you what the texture looks like. They're really moist cakes, and you can have a piece of them using portion control, guilt-free, knowing that there's no fat in this cake. There is sugar in the cake, but they are fat-free. You can have a slice of this with butter on if you want to. That's how it's supposed to be served. However, I find that if you just have a piece of this cake without any butter on, it's absolutely fine, and you actually feel like you're having a nice piece of cake without adding extra fat. So I really hope you enjoy this recipe, and I hope that you try it, and if you like my videos, please subscribe to my channel. Bye.